about your friendship with Stephen Hawking and the stories you shared together and how he inspired your work and your life.
Well, the first time I met Stephen Hawking, I was 24, and I attended a conference in Jerusalem where he was a lecturer. And that was in a building that didn't have an elevator. And so I was asked to carry him up the stairs, and it felt like holding a child. He was very lightweight, but he had a brilliant mind. And his most important discovery in physics was the realization that the black holes evaporate, that in fact they emit radiation. And in retrospect, that's sort of obvious. If you have light that has a wavelength larger than the size of the black hole, then it cannot be trapped inside the black hole, so it would leak out of it. And Hawking demonstrated that black holes radiate energy. And as a result of that, they eventually evaporate. For the astrophysical black holes, that the lifetime of a black hole is extremely long, much longer than the age of the universe. So we don't see them evaporating. But small black holes evaporate much faster. And you can imagine a very small black hole behaving as a bomb. It basically explodes on a very short time scale. This process that Hawking discovered is still not fully understood by physicists because it poses puzzles. For example, the information paradox. If you throw the Encyclopedia Britannica into a black hole, it carries a lot of information, but then as the black hole evaporates, the information is lost because it evaporates into thermal radiation, according to Hawking. But quantum mechanics tells us that information cannot be lost. And so there is this information paradox. Is the information encoded in some way in the radiation, the Hawking radiation? We haven't figured it out as of yet. Where is it and how is it encoded? So that's one of the puzzles almost 50 years after Hawking came up with his derivation that is not yet resolved. Overall, Hawking was one of the most important scientists of the 20th century, and his legacy still goes on. And of course, when 3 years ago, when we decided to publicly announce the Breakthrough Starshot project and also inaugurate the Black Hole Initiative, we invited Stephen Hawking to come for both events, and he came for 3 weeks to visit Harvard University. He came to my house and took part in the Passover Seder and enjoyed it very much. And he is the godfather of both projects. He was very glad that we established a center to study black holes that brings together physicists, astronomers, mathematicians, and philosophers. That's the Black Hole Initiative that I'm the founding director of at Harvard University. And he was also very excited about the Starshot initiative to send a probe to the nearest star system. So he serves as an inspiration to all of us, even following his unfortunate death a year ago.